75 hard. A dad's transformation.
Hi everyone, welcome to day 13 of my 75 hard challenge. My son is refusing to go to bed, so if there are background noises, I apologize in advance for the distraction. Anyhow, yesterday was busy, and there was a lot on my plate, but I was able to get stuff done, which I'm again super proud of, that I'm able to get my time management in line. So we go through it pretty fast because I wanted to talk a bit about the book I'm reading because I'm more likely done. And I wanted to give you a quick insight of kind of the 10 key things I'm taking out of that. So first workout was a walk. You've seen I put up a trailer for this podcast. A lot of rough jump cuts. I'm pretty new at video editing, so I hope it wasn't too hard to watch, but I thought I'd give it a try, and it was a fun little side project to do. So that walk and this whole recording session was my first workout. The second workout was again the rowing machine because it got pretty late. It was already, I would say, 10. I needed to get a workout in, so I pulled out the good old rowing machine. I drank my gallon of water plus, I would say, 1.5 liters additional liquids, including a liter of like a 0 sugar Coke. And I'm definitely going to talk about the aspartame addiction I carry with me on another episode because I want to hear your thoughts about it. So again, gallon of water was done. I didn't cheat. I had no alcohol. I stick to my diet. We had a really, really nice dinner. Rice pasta with red onions, spinach, garlic, and vegan minced meat alternative, which basically consists of peas and jackfruit, which tasted amazing. And I'm repeat myself that all the stuff I'm cooking is amazing, but it is what it is. But the cool thing about this whole minced meat alternative is that the portion I did contained 71 grams of protein. And obviously with all this workout stuff, you need to look out for the protein. And I think that's a great way to kind of pull in your proteins. I took a picture. I haven't figured out the lighting yet. And I literally don't care. The pictures are just a thing you have to do to get all your stuff in order through 75 hard. Interesting side fact, I haven't stepped on a scale yet. I have to do that eventually to see if there's something going on. But from a visual perspective, I'm not really sure if I can see anything. But I'm avoiding it for motivational purposes. I'm not sure if maybe I gained weight due to the fact that I'm work out so much right now that the muscle memory is kicking back in, but I have no idea. We'll see. I think I'm going to do that on Sunday, but I'm not going to promise anything. Anyhow, coming back to the books and to my reading, I told you that I'm reading Mark Manson right now, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Sorry for swearing, but it is what it is. That's the title. And I've wrote out like 10 takeaway things for this book for people who haven't read it yet and are not planning to read it. So I save you some time so you don't have to look it up on the internet. But again, you should read it. It's a cool read. It's easy to read. And it's easy to consume. And I think you can take a couple of good things out of it. So let's start. I think the biggest takeaway is that you have to choose your fucks wisely. Sorry again for swearing. It is what it is. Instead of caring about everything, focus your attention and energy on what truly matters to you. Not everything deserves your emotional investment. I think that's a great learning. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. The second thing I think is important is embrace life's inherent challenges. Life is difficult. And happiness comes not from avoiding problems, but from solving them and growing as a person through the process. And I think all kind of the backlashes you facing are helping you to become a better and successful person. And accept your limitations. Acknowledge your flaws and limitations rather than striving for unattainable perfection. Self-awareness is key to personal growth. And I think that is something I have to put on my flag. Definitely. And with that, and I feel like this comes down with like choose your fox wisely, the importance of values. Define core values and align your life with them. Living in accordance with your values brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And I think this is directly connected to your happiness. Even when life is difficult, all this is completely connected to each other. And in the importance of values and how you define them, taking responsibility, take ownership of your life and the outcomes of your decisions. Because blaming external factors for your problems only disempowers you. I think that's really important to keep in mind. You're in charge. You're in charge and only you. And another wording which I found really interesting is the feedback loop from hell, which is basically avoiding the negative feedback loop where you feel bad about feeling bad. Because emotions are natural. That's what drives us. And it's okay to experience them without judgment. But the thing is, how you deal with them will influence what's going to happen to you. The other thing is the importance of action, because action is the antidote to most problems. Instead of overthinking, take decisive steps towards your goals. What needs to happen so you're going to be where you want to be. I think that is a cool takeaway. And this whole title of the books, by the way, doesn't suggest apathy. It definitely doesn't. But it encourages you to allocate your limited emotional energy to things that truly matter and let go of trivial concerns. Your mind is so blurry with all this stuff that on the end of the day doesn't really matter and are not going to influence the decision you do. That just distract you from kind of the important stuff in life. And as I said, happiness is not the goal. Pursue a meaningful life, not just happiness. True contentment often comes from facing and overcoming life's challenges. And you can just learn when you're conquering those. And this is something I do with 75 Hard as well. And I think that is basically the core of this mental toughness challenge. Happiness is not the goal. And in the end, reflect, and this is a little bit morbid, but it is what it is. Reflect on your mortality to gain perspective on what truly matters. What legacy do you want to leave behind? How can you start working towards it? And what does it need? And I feel like that plays directly in the kind of key message I want to send out there. And the motivation behind me. I want to be a good example for my sons and want to showcase that when you have motivation, you can do anything. And even when it's not fully successful, and even when it includes negative experiences, you definitely will take something away from it. And take care of yourself so you can take care of others and the ones you love. I think that's a good ending for today. Thank you for listening in, and I'm happy to hear you tomorrow. Bye.